Okay, so we're here with the senior spotlight, and his name is
Quinn Karm.
yeah. Okay, so what is your story at Stevenson?
My story at Stevenson, that's a good question. So I've been a day student um, at Stevenson since my freshman year or ninth grade year. Um, and yeah, I didn't go to the Stevenson lower school. I came from a public school in Seaside. So it was definitely a big change in experience. I had, gosh, I think it was four other people come from my middle school. So I had knew a couple people going in. But for the most part, it was a huge change of pace. Classes were more rigorous, but also there were more opportunities to sort of find my own passions and express myself the way I wanted to. And in fact, a big part of that was with radio. I joined the intro radio class my freshman year because I had no idea what art I wanted to do, and I figured I would just burn a year of radio and then switch to like photography or something else. Which, no hate to photography. Um, but yeah, so I started radio with Freddie Hoffman, who was my partner for that intro class, despite us not knowing each other beforehand. And it was a super good experience because it forced me to talk a lot.
Yeah. So going into radio, you did not like to talk as much as you normally would, or like were you on the shyer end of like people?
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely was. I wasn't super comfortable with just talking spontaneously. I wouldn't talk very much because I would be so kind of in my own head about what I was thinking. I'd want to really be careful about what I was going to say, and as a result, I talked a lot less in my classes and sort of in my social life. Um, but yeah, I had to get comfortable with just saying things and trying taking some risks sometimes. At my freshman year for radio, I had to do a vox pop or like a the live interview, and Mr. Fricker encouraged me to, with me and Freddie, we should just go into Rosen, and I don't know if that's still where that footage went, but it was petrifying as a freshman trying to even step into Rosen and like ask seniors stuff because it was just, and it wasn't like very far into the year either. I wasn't like super comfortable in the space as a whole yet, but it Freddie had me like ask questions and things, and it was just like,
Oh, so you were the person interviewing.
yeah, and so it was just, it was a kind of dumb question too. So it was like, I'm not supposed to be here, and everyone knows that I'm not supposed to be here, but here I am.
Yeah.
So it turned out. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've done for radio, probably. You know.
That's cool though. Like,
Mhm.
um, would you say that like got you better with like radio in that sense? Did it get you better connections with like the seniors and like the juniors? Um,
Yeah, I think that having to sort of interact, especially actually in my sophomore year in the advanced class, um, there were also like seniors and juniors in the advanced class, and so I got to know some of them a little better through that, which was really interesting because it was a good group of people in the years like above me. So yeah,
what is something that you'd still want to accomplish if you still have anything like before you leave?
something still to accomplish. It's a good question. I mean, I'm on the sailing team for Stevenson, and I'm hoping to do well at our championships in the spring. Go Pirates, you know.
Let's go Pirates.
But yeah, I think that it would be nice to show up for the school there, and I mean beyond that, I think that there's a couple last or final like radio long term projects that I have in the works. But honestly, I think that if like it's kind of scary to think about it on my end, like thinking that it's that close, but like for the most part, I'm wrapped up with what I feel like I need to get done at Stevenson, and I can start to look forward to what's next.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for like college apps or just different things like being a senior?
I mean, I feel like I should say manage your time well and get the work done in advance, but like that's kind of a given. So my advice is just don't let it get in the way. Like give your all on your applications, but like it doesn't, wherever you end up, is going to be the place that you're supposed to be. And if you end up in a place because you don't put any effort in on your applications, or you do them at the last second, it's still going to be the best place for you to be. In the same way that if you did all of your applications early and you gave a bunch of extra supplements and you got perfect scores on all your tests and all your grades, like, you're going to, regardless of what shows up there, even if it might feel like it's not what you want it to be, or like the level you want it to be at, it's going to be the best place for you.